If we shadows have offended,
Good evening, London.
if we shadows have offended,
Good evening, London.
if we shadows have offended,
Good evening, London.
we shadows have offended,
Good evening, London.
if we shadows have offended,
Good evening, London.
if we shadows have offended,
Good evening, London.
So, hello, Twitch chat, if you're watching this. Last time, we had, Henry, my character, commit a grievous error. That's what you get for inviting me. Oh, Jesus. So, I see this in the dreaming. The path is still, like, I'm still on the path, right?
Shit, they couldn't hear me. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah,
I'm still on the path.
you're still on the path in front of this lanky figure. Sorry, I'm repeating myself because I forgot to unmute. So this lanky
You
figure.
weren't muted.
Yeah. Wearing
Okay.
shadows. His clothing is made of shadows. Medical gear connected to his lungs. His face is nothing but a skull completely stretched out and pulled backwards. His skin almost translucent, and his fingers
you
almost
weren't
like
muted.
razors. Huh?
You weren't muted. We heard.
Yeah. I have to repeat myself for the people. So.
Oh, you're muted on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
He
Okay.
forgot to check his mic.
So, what do you do, dude?
It's where I was heading to on the path.
Yeah.
I'm going to remark about how I can't believe that the flowers are dissing me about my face when there's a lot more prime target right in front of me, and then pause, think for a second, and then just go turn around and try to run along the path the other way.
Dexterity plus athletics.
Athletics. All right. Athletics and something else, or just athletics?
Dexterity.
Awesome. My very best rolls. Yep. That. Ooh. Got 2 successes.
Let me see. You try to run as fast as you can, in getting away from the golden road, the road made of shit, because gold is nothing but that. As you wind, as you twist and turn through every corner of the silver path, you can hear the voice of the man, as machines echo from your ears. The pumping of a pulse. You don't know if it's yours or his, but it's very calm. The blade almost caressing your bones. As in your mind, you can hear a voice echoing the words, "Doctor recommends amputation." Suddenly,
Can I? Oh, can I will the path behind me to shift and cut off?
if you have the arts, yes. If you have Wayfarer, that is.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't, so.
You keep running until you go deeper into the path. You see this man walking as his fingers get closer and closer, lifting his hand, about to strike you, but as soon as he moves his hand into the silver path, he stops. As you can see, his nails slowly melting and burning. He pulls them away, looking down at you. Run. Run.
You can't get onto the path. Well, piss off. I'm not getting off of this thing.
You see his fingers sinking into the ground, almost like a needle, as from the black ooze something starts stretching out. You see a faceless face, eyeless eyes, mouthless mouth, nothing but one piece of flesh connecting everything together. Its arms completely twisted as his figure keeps spinning to itself. You can constantly hear the of the bones shattering as the figure looks like some kind of man twisted so much that his own body is a straitjacket. His legs protruding longer than his own body, as from his hanging arms or the tentacles that his arms should be, you see needles. The creature starts getting closer, and as soon as he gets closer to the silver path, he stops, his head twisting downwards, almost as if his mouth was upside down and his eyes were hanging from its chin. And then, almost taking pleasure into it, he touches the silver path with one foot, and then with the other, and then slowly starts moving faster behind you. What do you do?
Oh, it's on the silver path now?
Not him, the creature that he created.
Well, I mean, I don't feel like there's much I can do except attempt to get away from the thing that's on the path.
Dexterity plus athletics.
Sorry? Dex plus athletics again?
Yes.
Oh, another 2 successes.
2 versus... You son of a bitch. You keep running as fast as you can as the figure of this twisted doctor lies in the golden area of the path, looking with something of a hatred in his eyes. While you run, you see this massive twisted figure running while it's twisted into its own spine, faster and faster, falling into his face as he basically drags his face through the floor. Its legs overlapping its own body, like propulsing him as the tentacles, like pieces of cloth, fly around, moving and waving with blades and knives into the air, cutting whatever fire it crosses. As you keep running, not thinking about anything but trying to move away from it, you start seeing a city, buildings, a town rather. What do you do?
I've gotten away from it, at least, out of its sight.
Not so much, but he's kind of far away.
The buildings are still on the Silver Path, right?
Yes.
Thank God. Oh man, the dream is very trippy, because on one hand I could rush over to it, but on the other hand that could draw me away from it. What's the surrounding landscape look like?
How the landscape looks like? Okay. Do you mean like the places around you?
Yes.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. You can see how the woods are starting to turn inside out as from its branches bottles grow. Small bottles. Next to you can see a long river, but you don't know how deep nor how shallow it is. But it's like a ravine. The grass is incredibly tall, so tall that it reaches up to your shoulders. And it appears as if every single one of those leaves of grass was made of steel. The town itself is a cacophony of twisted geometrical forms. There's no reason nor order. The buildings are on top of each other, almost in a weird way, almost as if they were just plucked out and glued together. You can see a town hall, you can see massive walls around it, and each brick is made of different colors. There's a massive gateway, as outside you manage to notice the outlines of something that appears to be soldiers.
So clearly, even more so than regularly,
Yeah.
the dreaming is a lost place, and that. Okay, since the grass seems very tall, I am going to drop onto the ground and try rolling towards it. Still on the path.
Okay, dexterity plus athletics.
Don't fail me now.
Mhm.
I don't like how lucky I am so far with these.
A second. As you start getting closer as you start rolling downwards into the bridge, you can see how some boys start to shout, to scream, "Wait! There's one man coming! And he's being chased! Quickly! Lift the bridge! Wait for it! Wait for it!" As suddenly a voice screams, "Take aim! Wait for it! Fire!" A round of astounding bullets fly above your head, hitting whatever is falling behind you. You hear muted screams, almost if it were being choked by something, as you slide into this gateway, into this massive door, sliding to the ground, and as soon as you touch the ground, it feels incredibly soft. What do you do?
I'm just gonna sit up and look around. There's a town in the dreaming?
Yeah, it's a town.
I didn't think this was possible.
The first thing you notice is from staircases a group of about 100 men coming towards you. They walk in a very stiff way, all of them carrying rifles. But the first thing you notice is that all of them look like a Napoleonic type of soldiers, with muskets. But then right behind them you start seeing very, I hate to say it, very racist stereotypes of Indians, and cowboys, and Greek soldiers. From the staircase you see a massive teddy bear holding a rifle. One of his eyes is missing, but he's wearing a sort of improvised army uniform made of patches of pieces of cloth. Around you see a couple of dolls, one of them missing an eye, the other one having her eye like hanging, a couple of Barbie girls which are missing pieces of her hair. As you are starting to notice that you are being surrounded by toys.
Gonna get up, go for a salute, and say, "Much thanked for the save, soldiers.
The soldiers just,
Very appreciated."
the soldiers just start whispering among each other as the bear puts a rifle over his shoulder. The massive, the tall teddy bear walks towards you, looking down at you, saying, "You must be hungry. Come, we'll tell the mayor that we have guests."
Am I hungry?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Alright. That would be much appreciated, my savior. Lead on.
Some of the soldiers go back into the wall as you notice that the floor, some of the bricks are made of pillows. The streets are made by snakes and ladders and Monopoly pieces, or Monopoly boards. The houses are actual doll houses. Some of them made of cardbox, others like actual product placements. The cars, there's a couple of cars, but they're very toy-like, like the typical dream house of Barbie, GI Joes, like trucks and whatnot. Some of the toys are taller than you, some others are smaller than you, but all of them are.
So, yeah, this is absolutely like a child or stronghold here in the Dreaming.
Yeah.
If anything, it might not even be a child, or like it may just be like a children's or a group of children's dreams about holding down a fort.
Yeah.
Just lucky is what it is that I came across one, because most of them seem to like being heroes.
As you see, they take you to a big house, which makes no sense. Like the bottom is very thin, but the top is basically, it looks like something inside of a tree house. As soon as you start going inside, there's a lot of soldiers as well, GI Joe figures, but roll perception. Perception
Just straight up perception?
Plus investigate to see if I can give you a couple of hints.
Perception investigate?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, it had to run out at some point, so I'm just glad it wasn't when I was running away from the abomination.
The only thing that you notice is lots of Barbies in the entrance of in the town. Lots of toys acting their roles in a way. Like if you manage to see like a Barbie doctor, you will see her actually trying to fix some of the toys, like they're missing parts. If you see for example, I don't know, a GI Joe, you will see them doing training exercises with the other toy soldiers. If you see an airplane, you can tell that there's a toy plane going across the sky, but you don't know if it's moving toys from one stronghold to the next. But it's more than a town. It looks like a city inside, where hundreds upon thousands of toys live a sort of normal life.
Self-contained demi-plane, which is the natural rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, dreaming be whack.
Yeah. As soon as they take you into the fortress, you see some of the toys, some of the Barbies, and some of the what's the name of that toy? Patchful Kids.
What?
What?
There was an 80s toy that was babies that were grew in a patch apparently.
No, Bashful Cat.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. But the thing that you notice is that you see toys from every single era.
Did you mean the moth?
No, never mind. So, for example,
Okay.
you see, like I said, Slinkies. You see Teddy Ruxpins. You see little balls that bounce with little spikes around them. You know, you toss the ball, you grab.
Furby.
Yeah. You see Furbies as well, like doing normal conversations. Pokemon toys even, but all of them look a little bit beat up. Like the paint is fading away, some of their pieces are broken, etc. Nothing looks unscathed. As soon as they take you into a massive room, around you can see that the bear is sitting next to you, looking at you saying, "Oh, my name is Sir Barrington. Welcome to our kingdom." Next to you, you see some of the toys dragging something heavy, and you see a rock with teeth painted on top of his mouth and googly eyes painted on it. Pet rock.
So the mayor here is like not a toy.
Do you ask?
No. Like What does the mayor look like here?
The door opens and you see one figure like jumping in one leg, and then you notice it's Nutcracker. Nutcracker doesn't sit down because he can't. He looks at you, say, his mouth opening as sounds come from its mouth, saying, "Ah, welcome to Toy Town. We heard you were being attacked by a chimera. Is that right, young traveler?"
Yes, sir.
Well, I see that we might owe you some hospitality. Please, bring the feast, says the figure as some of the Barbies and Kens bring you dishes. The foods are nothing but the shit that kids will eat. M&Ms, Pepsis, worms, mud pies that are actually made of chocolate. You name it.
So, like, my current diet?
Basically.
Alright. I'm assuming that it's, like, may have the texture and flavor that, but honestly my character is thinking, yeah, this stuff is probably just either nothing or it's everything. So, going to go ahead and eat. Kids don't understand that this stuff is unhealthy. If anything, it might be healthy.
You know what? It's giving you temporal glamour. Because kids believe that's real food.
Yes.
So, it's gonna give you 3 extra temporal glamour for now.
Aha. Yes, glamour.
Yeah. Basically, you see that Sir Barrington leans closer asking where do you come from and if there's anything that they can do for you. The mayor, Mr. Cracker, he asks you if you need help in your future endeavor, in your travels through the lands of the Dreaming.
I must admit I am quite lost. You see, I believe I am not one for this world.
Ah, I see. So, if may I ask, you are one of those creatures who actually inhabit this world, isn't it?
Half right. I half inhabit this world, half inhabit the other.
I see.
Although I don't believe I belong entirely in either one.
I see. So, hold on. Hold on. So, if may I ask you, what type of creature are you? We rarely get any guests anymore.
Well, what would you like to understand? What do you mean by creature? Would you prefer humanoid, or would you like something more specific as, I don't know, kith, or...
Kids! We rarely get any kids in this land.
I can understand why, if they always have to deal with the chimera out there.
Not always. We were attacked a couple of times by chimera, and we decided to create our own army, led by Sir Barrington in here. So tell me, Sir Barrington, how was the defenses running? Oh, those are going very well. I was talking to Mr. Rocky to see if we can get more soldiers from other lands. I see. What about Sergeant? Oh, he's still recovering after his accident. I see. Very well. We don't know how the Dreaming might shape this time, so you are free to stay as long as you need to, Mr... How might we call you?
You can just call me Henry. for the time being.
Henry, sir. Very well. You are our guest. We'll keep an eye out in the shiftings of the dreaming to tell you if you are close to a throat or to a gateway to escape. But for now, you are our guest.
It is very much appreciated. If there is any way I can help, let me know.
Oh, we will. We will. In the meantime, please enjoy your food. I'll ask Gymnastic Barbie to hand you a lodge where you can stay for the night. I hope you don't mind the color pink.
Oh, of course not. It's just for girls, you understand.
Yeah, yes, yes. Quite so. Please, eat, rejoice, enjoy, for tomorrow will be a long day.
Yes. And I guess Henry continues with festivities and just like, oh, somebody just leave?
Blank.
No, it was blank.
Yeah.
And just subconsciously go, or maybe consciously just go, huh. Because,
Yeah.
friendly chimera are very, very nice to come across.
Yeah. Anyways,
Even if you have to stick to their games.
in the meantime, Feynar.
Yes. All right, here. Yeah.
So, you guys know that you have 3 days. Under the decree of the Thin White Duke, you can go anywhere and you can ask permission to investigate anything that you want.
Okay. And when am I doing exactly again?
Remember, the last time you guys found was the assassin's blade.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
So remember, yeah.
Nothing. So I am investigating the murder of the lady that
Yeah.
Blake was looking into. Okay.
All of you
Is
are involved in that somehow. So you can meet up in the freehold and toss your ideas and see what you guys are planning to do.
Meet up in the freehold. See the notes that I put down of if I'm not here, assume that I'm dead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You left those notes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume that you just dip.
So, let's start with you, Faye, since you're the owner of the freehold.
Oh yeah.
What do you do?
Okay.
Okay, so from what I remember, I pinned the note literally right at the front entranceway,
Yeah.
and it entails
Mhm.
basically saying, "Hello, I found a secret entrance by pulling a book out from the bookcase in side room 2B. If I am not back by the time that you read this, I am assume that I am dead. P.S. You are invited towards the Independence thing. Here's the invitation."
Yeah.
And then the invitation is stapled to it.
The
Okay.
Remembrance Day. Yeah.
So do I find the note? Like I go up and I see that note and I read it and everything.
Yeah. When you go to the freehold, the only thing you notice is that over your eye, sometimes you can hear something like wings moving when you open the main gate, and then you start noticing small bugs, insects you have never seen before.
Huh.
Like you
Alright.
see, you see a small insect that flies to your hand for one moment that you have never seen in your life. It's thin, but with with large wings, wings that are divided in fours. And at first, when you see the membrane of the wings, you see here it was another through the gateways of. Every single insect has in its wings. Again, they're very thin, like they're as thin as a pen, but their wings have words written on them, random words.
Any chance I can kind of like almost not like read them all, but read a couple of them and see if they can help me out with clues, or are they just random?
They're very random.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah. But
That's interesting, anyways.
At least now you know that this place is generating chimeras, insect chimeras.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. What's the invitation that what's character's name?
Henry.
Henry left.
It was for. I mean, it told you that he found a secret passage behind a bookcase, but also he was telling you to enjoy the gathering. Remember that this very own night there was a gathering, there was a play showing you all the return of the Fomorians, their true nightmares.
Okay, I was just making sure if it was that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna ignore the bookcase thing because I have other priorities right now.
Okay. Fair enough.
I am dead. He'll be fine.
Yep.
I mean, I would, but since I'm so new to this as a character, I would probably die immediately.
I don't know.
Now you're making me curious. I really want to go in there now.
Got like a red hot poker like next to the fireplace there that I like put there, but I haven't taken out.
Can I go investigate the bookcase?
Sure. Just start getting closer to the bookcase. Like I said, it's a massive bookcase. It only has one book. Nothing more. One green book.
Or like the rest knocked to the floor by me, like thrashing the books out.
Is there any way I can like inspect it and see if there's like an opening?
The moment you grab the book and you try to pull it out, the bookcase completely opens. And behind in the wall there's an archway into blackness. Roll perception plus skinning.
Okay. Let's see. Perception plus. Oh, I can't do that one. I forgot. Okay.
By the way, did you buy new skills? Did you increase the skills?
No, I didn't.
You should.
Probably should. I think that's what the one you do.
As soon as you see into the darkness, you notice something. This is not. It's not a gateway to death, technically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trot.
Oh.
Do you remember what the trots are?
No, I don't actually.
They're gateways into the dreaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like basically, if your characters need to go into a dreaming, you can enter there. But the problem is you don't know where it leads to.
It can lead to anywhere.
Anywhere within the near dreaming, which is kind of good. That's the good news. The bad news is
It's anywhere in the near dreaming.
yeah. The only good news is you will end up in the silver path. It's impossible not to. Remember, as long as you're in the silver path, you're quote unquote safe. If you're outside the silver path, like exploring the forest, you're fucked. No, I mean it.
Alright.
I mean it.
So if I ever go in there, just don't go off the path.
Basically, yeah. And if you go off the path, you need the art of Wayfarer to find your way, or else you're fucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell, you probably need the art of Wayfarer to even think about going into the dreaming. Well, even like if before you even go into the dreaming, you should probably have somebody with Wayfarer with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna close the bookcase and tidy up the place.
Pick odds or evens.
Oh no. Evens.
As you're starting to tidy up the place, you turn your head around and you see a tiny spider making a web. But there's something off about the web.
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's Web.
Investigate this web.
It's a word. It's not complete, but it's a name.
Okay. Can I read the name?
Yeah,
what does it say? Okay.
I'm gonna send it to you in the chat here. It's the letters CHARLT, and that's about it. It doesn't have enough web to write its entire name.
Huh. Okay. What if
Shark
this is
Let's
the name
Web.
of the killer? Probably not, but
You turn around to see the bookcase, and there's a second book now.
oh. Okay. I'm gonna pull on this book if I can.
It's Harry Potter. But there's one
Of
thing.
course it is.
I honestly thought it was going to be The Lion, the Witch, and the Bookcase. I'm gonna be honest.
No, it's just only one thing. Like, if you open it, every page says the same. Kingston Stations, platform 9 3/4.
Hmm.
That's the only thing that says.
Oh shit! I just realized that's probably a major landmark in The Dreaming ever since that book came out.
Oh yeah.
Wait, and we're in Britain, so I could go there potentially.
Yeah. It just made me think of, oh yeah, there's tons of people who like know what that thing is, so it probably actually exists in The Dreaming suddenly.
Yeah.
As soon as that book came out.
Found the
And started
page
getting
and keep
popular.
it in my pocket just in case.
You put the book in your pocket?
Can I rip out a page and keep it in my pocket?
Roll intelligence plus skinning to see if I can give you a hint.
Okay. Wait, for rolling for intelligence, it's roll. Intelligence. Plus keening. What would the number be for my my intelligence? Because I normally do
It's simple.
dexterity.
How many points do you have in intelligence?
4.
So that means, I see 3 points in intelligence here
Where?
in the character sheet. Oh, you increase your intelligence to 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means if you have intelligence 4, that's 4 dice.
Okay.
And how much keening do you have?
That's a great question. 1.
So that's 5 d10s.
That's a 10. Or so, yeah.
I see a 7. Okay. It's not a page. It's a key.
Oh. Wait, really?
Something in your brain says this is not a page of a book. This is a key.
Ooh, okay.
So what will happen if you crumble the page and stick it into something slugger?
Wait, if I crumple the page and stick it into something, what?
Like in the lock of a door.
It'll block it, or it becomes a key.
You can try it.
Okay, I'm gonna try it.
Hold on. So you walk to one of the doors in the house. Did you close it?
Yeah.
You push the piece of paper. You hear a weird click. You open the door as you see nothing but light. Absolute light. And then sound. Hundreds of thousands of people walking around you. Some of them with scarves. As you can see the pillar with the book, with the card going inside of it. You are in this station right now.
Huh! Huh! Okay.
So, any book that it's related to a place, you can use it to teleport to that place. As long as it has a literary counterpart, you can use it to teleport.
Okay.
So, for example, if you wanted to go to New York, you will have the book. You will need to find a book about, a page of a breakfast at Tiffany's, or if you wanted to go to somewhere like, I don't know, Stonehenge, maybe you need a tour guide to Stonehenge that shows up in there. As long as you have one page from that book in that bookcase, it can teleport you to that place as long as it's real, or as long as it manipulates glamour around it.
All right.
It's a one-way trip, though.
Oh, so when I get in there, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Huh.
Unless you have a page related to a book close to where you are, to a real place near where you are.
I'm going to close it for now, but I'm gonna keep the book on the bookshelf and then go there later when I get a book. But is there any chance I can investigate the crime scene?
Again?
See if I can find any. Oh well, we already did that.
Yeah.
Look at the murder weapon, I guess. If I can, I don't know if I have
I
access
mean, you
to
can
it.
look at it, but you examine it is gonna be a bitch.
What is going to be a bitch?
Examining it, like holding it
Oh.
and seeing it in more detail.
Oh, okay.
Let me give you a couple of hints.
Okay.
When there's a murder, what are the questions you need to ask?
Who was the killer?
Okay, let's
Where
see.
was the murder?
Who?
How were they murdered?
How?
What was the murder weapon?
Okay.
And yeah, who was there?
I'm gonna give you a couple of hints. Why? When?
5 W's, baby.
So, who was the victim? You already know. Which was...
The lady.
Yeah, I have her name here. I'm gonna edit it. Who? Where? Combat zone. Flames. Cold iron. Hard. Dagger of cold iron. Why? When? There you go.
Right, so then where combat zone next to the thing is how. Cold iron to the heart. Murder weapon, dagger of cold iron. Why? We don't know. When we...
When can mean a lots of things.
Right.
Can mean a date, like yesterday. Can mean the 3rd. Or it can mean something else. Remember, changelings are dramatic, they're historians.
Okay. So
Mhm.
we know the murder weapon, we know how, we know where, we know who was killed. We don't know why. There's a broad thing of when, and there's a broad thing of suspects that we don't really know.
And also, the alleged suspect was detained. He's still alive. You haven't gone to interrogate him to ask his side of the story.
Is there any chance I can go interrogate him?
You could try.
Yeah, let's go interrogate a king.
I mean, not a king, just another kid. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just go interrogate whoever this person is.
You can ask help of somebody to go with you because the catch is that he's in human jail cell right now.
Rosa, can you come help me?
Yeah, I could come help you.
Also, what's missing and what was found? The missing part was the necklace that she had.
Oh yeah.
So, you give a call to the police, to the commoner's police, telling Max and the squire and his squad that you guys want to interrogate the suspect. Okay. So, you go to the local police station. As outside, you can see Max, this massive guy, looking down at you. Travis Esquire, the actual squire of the group, the leprechaun. But with them, you also see a woman. The woman is just sometimes as soon as you start walking towards them, as soon as you guys start getting close to her, you sometimes see her bumping into people as suddenly now she has a cell phone in her hand or some cash. So
what's the thing that's like sticking out about this woman? Like why I'm noticing her?
Because she's a pickpocketer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also her hair is completely black except for one white stripe.
Ah.
Pixies.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Nothing. Keep going.
So, the Max, like I said, this massive guy, this bulky guy, looks at both of you. By the way, before I forget, Char, do you want to go as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing what
Yeah.
basically allows you to go so you can pull good cop, bad cops, and other cop. As soon as you start getting closer to the place, you see that the girl looks at all of you, saying, "Okay, so you want to beat the living crap out of this guy and find nothing but the truth, the absolute truth, the complete truth, right?"
It's a plan.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay,
I just raised an eyebrow at her.
you see that the cop just looks at all of you, saying, "Okay, this is gonna suck." The cop walks to the alleyway from where they move prisoners, as he just looks at all of you. He pulls a cigarette from his jacket. Squire is like, "What are you doing, sir?" Ah, just a thing, you know. I don't like doing this, but it's necessary. Oh! I see. The guy rubs a cigar against the floor. He lights it up. He takes a long sip of it, and he exhales the smoke into your faces, all of you.
He sipped the cigar.
Yeah, basically, he went like,
Sniffing it like
Sipped.
he's sniffing it like the cocaine. He's
He
sniffing it like the white
sipped
Yeah.
powder.
like
He's
Yeah.
sniffing it like etc.
No more caffeine for you.
The guy just exhales the smoke over you as Let me do a quick roll for him. Okay. You suddenly notice certain things changing in all of you for a moment or two. Ara, there's a big hat on top of your head. Your clothes are completely different. They are bluish. Rosa, you too. And Saint, you're now wearing a long trench coat, a tie, and a jacket. And all of you, you notice that most of your belongings have changed.
What have they changed into?
Handguns and batons.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
See, what did her plushie turn into?
Oh, into a badge.
A what?
A police
badge.
badge. A police badge.
Oh.
Just got on your
Oh,
chest.
sorry.
He's
No
using
German
metamorphosis,
Shepherd
basically.
here.
Yeah. He's basically using metamorphosis, so you guys look like cops.
Cool.
Okay.
The guy takes a couple of rocks from the ground. He just spits over the rocks, and he hands them to you, handing you badges, police badges.
I'll take mine, and I'll hand the other ones to Saint and Rosa.
The name is very blurry, by the way, in case somebody asks, so you can come up with your own names.
Oh, okay.
He looks at all of you, saying, "Maybe just in case I'm gonna do something extra, if that's okay." The guy spits on his hand as he offers his hand to take it with each one of you.
He just shakes his hand.
As soon as you shake hands with him, you start feeling something strange in your body. Your voice goes a little bit graver. Your hair starts getting shorter. Your breasts start getting smaller, and your hips are getting changing. As suddenly you notice you're a man now. He's gender bending each one of you so the cops don't recognize you if they start tracking you.
Oh, okay.
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 So
Always wanted like other guy. Now I know.
So, as soon as he finishes, he looks at all of you, he checks his digital watch, and he says, "You have an hour before the effect turns inside out."
That should give us enough
Starts
time.
fading.
Yeah.
Inside out. So, like, after the hour, they turn into super girls.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Yeah. The guy walks inside the police station. Squire just goes to one of the areas. You can feel a little bit of banality in the place, not so much, but there is some. As the guy just says hello to a couple of officers, he looks at all of you, saying, "Oh, these guys are from they're doing a private investigation on our suspect." You mean the guy who? Yeah. Okay. So, as he starts walking downstairs with both of you into the dungeons, the official story is the guy was caught red-handed stealing something, so we have him under suspicion for that. So officially, for what I understand, you're here to do an investigation about a robbery. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He looks at all of you as he tells one of the guys to set one of the interrogations room. Saint, he leans closer to you and he whispers, "The security cameras should, the mists. It will affect them, so don't worry. You can go as serious as you guys want. But I'll be in the room in case he tries to do something stupid. Okay?"
Mm-hmm. I nod.
Go to the interrogation room and wait for it. So don't worry about taking your real forms or whatever, because the mess are gonna cover you as long as you're inside that room. As soon as he says that, you can see him heading to the dungeon as a couple of one police officer guides you, all three of you, to an interrogation room. It's a two-side mirror. What do you guys do? How are you gonna tackle this one?
Gather everyone together and I ask, okay, guys, how are we going to tackle this problem? How are we going to ask him these questions? Because we have to ask him about what people think is we're asking him about a robbery.
We could start off with actually what you were doing in the area. That would be kind of sensible, and we could ask the time to figure out if the time truly actually lines up with the murder. And if he did murder her, he would have had blood.
Not only blood, he would be more banal.
Oh, okay.
And
We say banality.
Yeah, you could sense it. Yeah. Char, do you want to?
Crowley.
Yeah.
I cast Willow Whisper, so we can have a whole entire conversation the police can't hear.
Wait, how did that one work? I forgot.
You can hold a conversation with anything.
Okay. Hold on. For some reason, it's not showing me the chat. So, okay, cast it. It was called Willow Whisper, right?
Yeah, Primal 1. I forgot how to cast it.
Give me a moment. Do you want to do a bunk for that one?
Yeah, damn. Yeah, I'll just talk to him in German for a bunk.
Okay, that's gonna lower it by 1. Let me explain, guys. So, you notice that whenever one of the characters tries to do their powers to do something stupid?
I think so.
Okay, so banality is the idea of impossibility, of how there are certain rules that everything should operate by. In order to make it easier, Changelings have created the idea of bunks. Bunks are silly things that you can do in order to make things easier. So the more outlandish you do, the more lower the difficulty is. In the last game, Char was thinking about casting a spell, but to examine the blood instead of just seeing the blood, her character fell in all 4 legs and started to sniff the blood like a dog. That's a very good bunk. Because it's silly, it doesn't make sense. Humans go like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But that makes it more possible to work.
Burn down a building to start to rain fire from the heavens is another bunk.
Yeah, or something more symbolical, like taking a picture of like doing a painting of the building and then set it on fire.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, looking for primal. Or neuromancy.
I think it's just art and realm, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay, there we go, primal. Sorry guys, for some reason the stream is not showing the game. 1 second.
Oh.
Browser source. 1 second, guys. I don't know why it's not showing the game. No, it's not this one. Hold on. Char, I will tell you right now that you need to roll 4. Hold on. It's not this one. It's not this one. It's not this one. Oh, I think I deleted it by accident. Video capture. Okay, there we go. You need to roll 4. Willow Whisper. Chimerical.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You need just actor or fae.
Are we talking to a fae or a?
A fae.
Okay, I've got two dots in fae realm.
Okay, so roll against a 7. Oh no, I mean against an 8. Sorry.
So 3 dice or
Yeah.
2.
How much do you have in actor? I mean in fae.
2 dots.
And in primal.
1 dot.
So 3d10s. Let's see. No, it's not working. The banality in this place is too high. A couple of moments.
No, I'm just annoyed. Okay.
The only thing that you guys can see that there's a security camera. If you guys want to try to use your own powers, go ahead.
See.
Yeah, don't be afraid, dudes.
Is there any way I can like somehow like make the camera not see what we're doing?
Char, that will have to be a prop, right?
You can break it.
Yeah, you could
I
break
mean,
it.
I'm just saying you could just break the camera.
Yeah, but that's suspicious enough.
That's going to be kind of stupid in a police
Hey,
situation. I'm
That
sorry.
wasn't
man.
part of the question, okay?
Look.
Your question was just how to keep it from seeing you.
Look, if any of you have Chronos, then you can make the camera go in a loop. No, Dragon's Fire is gonna destroy it. Metamorphosis.
I've got.
Yeah.
I got
I've got
metamorphosis.
Autumn 1, but that would be too suspicious. Ooh, what's chicanery? Let me check what chicanery does.
Ooh, chicanery could do it. Do it.
Yeah.
I don't
Because
think I've
chicanery
got
is
enough
about-
dots.
isn't it?
Let me check. I used to know, but they keep shifting stuff around, so I don't know
Chicanery
anymore.
1. Yeah, you can model perceptions.
Chicanery
Okay.
and prop 1 could absolutely
Yeah.
probably do it.
Yeah. If any of you have that, you can try to do that one.
I can do that. Prop is my affinity realm, so that's a -1
Yeah.
difficulty.
So
Wait, prop's your affinity realm too?
Sua.
Yeah.
It's affinity realm.
Okay, so how much do you have in chicanery?
1 dot.
So that will be, and you have 2 improps, right?
No, prop is a 1 dot.
Okay.
1 dot in prop, 1 dot in primal. I'll just burn a temporary whip.
Oh, you're gonna go for it. Okay. So you focus on the camera for a couple of seconds as you guys suddenly see a couple of sparkles in the lens of the camera. Just for a couple of minutes. Just as you start doing that, you see how the policeman pushes this man inside. He's a very thin man wearing a hoodie. His hands cuffed to his back as he's forced into a chair. The police officer, Max, just looks behind him as he's pressing his body against the door in case he tries to escape or anything. The guy looks pathetic, broken, long hair covering parts of his face, his hands to his back, his hoodie completely modded and tear up, his leather jacket pretty messed up. He's still wearing civilian clothing, but he looks like off.
So do we go in and go see him?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're seeing him, but again, he's a fae, so you can talk to him directly.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean by directly? Like face to face or like in his mind?
If you have the arts for in his mind, you can do it.
I don't think I do.
So, how do you want to start the interrogation?
Hey.
Don't we want to see like why he was what he was doing in that area?
Do you ask him?
Yes.
He just looks at you, saying, "Just stuff." His eyes trying to move away from yours. If you want to try to do something like try to check if he's lying or something, go ahead. Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what to roll.
See if he's lying.
Do you want to see if he's lying, Melissa? Roll perception plus empathy.
Perception is 3, empathy
1.
is 1.
40 tens.
Yeah, I haven't updated the one that actually on the it's on the road 20.
Mhm.
So I had to use my other one for right now.
Yeah, dude. Don't worry. Roll. You don't know. It's hard to see his face. It's hard to read what he's trying to say. You cannot piece the guy.
Can I try and do the roll for like seeing if he's lying?
Sure. Perception plus empathy. No, you. There's something off, but you don't know if he's lying. There's something else. Char?
I want to can him. Well, I want to can him.
What do you mean?
Kenning, to see what's off.
I
Perception.
was confused. I thought you said cannon.
Okay, yeah. Perception plus kenning.
4, 5, 6. Okay. 6 dice.
Okay.
Oh.
Dude, Char.
Yeah.
He's not lying. He's ashamed. But the first thing you notice is that his soul is in shock. It's almost the way he looks at you. His mind screams banality, but his body is not producing any of it. It's his soul is heartbroken, not just him. His purpose was stolen from him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say that out loud, but
yeah.
I find that interesting.
The other thing you notice is he's allowing himself to slide into the banal world. Like he's suppressing everything, all the glamour in his body. He doesn't care anymore.
Ask him what happened that night he was there, doing stuff.
He looks at you, saying, "I was just. We were. It's you wouldn't understand. It's no, I'm sorry, I can't. Can you take me back to my jail cell, please?" Max looks at him,
After
saying,
all these years, I've heard many things. And trust me, I've heard everything. Try me.
"Roll charisma plus empathy."
Charisma 3, empathy 1, once again, mother 4.
He looks at you for a moment, saying, I did something horrible. You see that Max leans closer to see what the hell he's gonna say. We have a purpose, all of us. We're meant to be the villains of the nobles. We were meant to destroy them for all that they have done to us. To fucking kill the queen. So, every once in a blue moon, we would come as rowdy, fighters, revolutionaries, you name it. But to me, it was nothing but a game. To fight the House of Liam was it was so fucking fun. The one night I met her, we fought. We didn't kill each other. We just beat the living crap out of each other. And then in the next blue moon we came and we fought again, and so on. But every day, every time we fought, we moved a little bit further away from the rest. We scattered over the territories. And one day we just had sex. And then ever since that day onwards, anytime we came to this fucking town, we would just, while the goats and the House of Liam and all the other nobles would fight around, we would, Then, a couple of days ago, I got a message. She told me she was pregnant. I talked to a couple of knockers to make us rings. Engagement rings. We made an oath. We were gonna get married. And we were gonna take these rings, change our faces, change everything about us, and get away from all this shit. But when I got there, I couldn't find her. There was still fights. And then they stole her from me.
Who did?
I don't know, he says as he starts crying, wallowing in his own misery. Imagine it. That you're meant to be with somebody. That your story is and they escape and live and they live happy ever after. But somebody stole him that. He made an oath. A promise that would dodge flesh, bone, and time. That he was gonna be destined to be with this woman forever. And they stole that from him. It wasn't just a death. Because, yeah, the dreaming allows you to come back. To make your life a tragedy. But this was sadistic. This was kicking you in the ground. They stole him his happiness. But he doesn't know who did it. And he doesn't want to live anymore.
I understand that feeling. I feel the same way about somebody else. And, well, sure, we keep bumping into each other, similar to how y'all kept bumping into each other. One thing that we don't want to allow is something like this to happen. And this is the main reason that I am here, so I can help you out.
He just looks at you as he starts crying. Harder. He just looks at you saying, then what is the purpose to live? What is the purpose to stay alive if they took her from me? They took my wife, they took my kid. All I'm gonna do is wait. until the fucking trial arrives and I get cast away like a mistake.
Adventure death.
But what if the child is still alive? Then what? You're gonna leave him alone in the world without you or her.
He just stays silent for a moment. If the child is alive, if my son is alive, who has him? A Fomori?
We're trying to figure out.
Here.
Max leans closer, saying, I mean, he ponders for a couple of minutes as he just looks at all of you. He looks at you, Faye, as he says a moment, as he walks outside. What do you do, Faye?
Oh, yeah, I do.
You walk outside. He leans against the door, closing it. As Rosa and Saint are with this guy. They call him Prospero. I'm gonna write you down who he is.
Yes.
His name is. The guy just see that Max looks at you, saying, "Okay, there's a big Spriggan network in here, in London. Are you familiar with those bastards?"
I can't say that I am.
Spriggans steal children.
Oh.
That's their hobby. But if you want to make some money, you just sell him to human trafficking and the worst type of stuff. Sadly enough, since these guys are changeling, we don't have enough information, since usually they escape through the grid. They slide out. And besides, I'm a police officer, but my hands are tied up in here. I'm gonna send some of my
shit, I'm gonna come across this guy.
I'm gonna send some of my people to try to do some legwork, some of my knights, but also keep an eye out on the underground.
Is there anything else that you know about him that you could find, or about these people that could have taken these kids?
About Spriggans? They're vicious little bastards. They like to do because they're ruckus, but usually when they do it, they usually do it because it's in their nature. But usually they're involved with crime and all that type of shit. So keep an eye on the shady side of town, if you know what I mean.
Will do, thank you, sir.
Yeah. As for this kid, the only thing we can offer him is to. I mean, best case scenario, the queen will kill him, like permanently. Worst case scenario, he gets killed and he forgets the woman of his life and his child. He lives a blissful ignorance. Which I don't know which is better, to be destroyed or to forget that you were in love and you were gonna have a family. I feel sorry about the bastard.
Yeah, I do too. That's terrible.
Yeah. By the way, the thing with Duke told me that he got you a camera.
Yes, he did.
You should use it more often. I am the machine who can show you the world only in the only way I can. He says, quoting a director as he goes inside. Rosa, Saint, what's your plan?
Well, I'm not going to actually say anything, but I can go looking in the black market. But I'm not telling anyone else that.
Rosa, you suddenly see the guy looking at you, saying, "Oh, there was a girl. When we arrived, there was a girl who was there. She may know something." I know that.
What she looks like.
I mean.
But remember what she looks like.
Okay, so I know that Les went to see Raksha Khan, the storyteller, Faye, for some reason. I don't know why. I also know that she was hiding her pregnancy, so maybe a handful of Faye might know what happened. There's not many who are also involved in maternity, but I remember seeing a dog girl. She was barking with a pack of animals. Maybe a lost child. Saint, yes.
Lost Boys.
Ooh. I've seen her too.
Uh-huh.
How does she fit?
When we arrived I mean, usually for what I see, she's an animal that tries to survive in whatever way she can. But the time we went to fight, she was in the scene. She was close to the area, and she looked startled, like she was afraid even before.
I'm gonna go dog hunting.
Yeah. So, what will you guys do?
Do you guys know if there is a pet store nearby?
There's many, but you have to go to the crime scene. Remember, he's saying that she was a dog girl, a puka.
Exactly. And since she acts like a dog, she alluring to meats, etc., stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, I know the mindset of a puka. My grandmother's a puka, for Pete's sake.
Mm-hmm. So, meanwhile, Deuce.
That's me.
As you're relieved from the castle, they guide you to a neighborhood where all the houses are playhouses, doll houses. Okay, there's a couple of
Okay.
stores like toy bakeries, replicas of food places. Roll perception plus investigate.
Perception plus investigate. Oh boy, that one that I'm really good at, except I'm not, because I'm not good. Okay, I got 2 successes.
As you're walking, they hand you a key, a very old key for a door, for a pink house. As soon as you start getting close to it, in the outside, you notice that the sky is getting very dark. Dark clouds that move like cotton candy. A little bit of rain. As you're walking in front of a pet store where all the dogs are toy animals, you see in an alleyway something that catches your eye. You see a Barbie doll with red hair bobbing her head back and forth against a G.I. Joe. But the guy doesn't have any. He's genderless. He has nothing underneath. He's smooth, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that gets you to think for a moment. Why would a toy know about sex?
That's what I was thinking. This isn't a proper place that should exist. This is a facsimile of a childlike wonder. It's trying to get me to feel like I'm safe here.
You can see some plushes waiting for the boss. Some of them are smoking, but you can tell that the smoke smells like chocolate. You can even see a small bar where they're drinking root beer, but some of the toys are getting drunk, like puking jelly gums and stuff like that, jelly beans. As you get in front of the house, you unlock it, and everything around you is made of plastic, and some of the items are stickers glued to the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Photo frames and whatnot. The house, you notice, it's very improvised. Like the proportions make no sense because they were made for a child, as a child's toy. Hell, from the outside, the house looks like it has a big missing wall for a child to put his hands inside and move the toys. But the moment you're inside, the wall is completely gone. It's a normal wall.
Right.
It's like a one-way mirror. What do you do?
I've narrowed it down to two things. Either this is a place that is attempting to get me to feel safe, but is slowly revealing its true nature the more I stay here, or the child or children that are associating with this place and dreaming this place have some deep trauma, is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
In either case, it is probably not safe to be here. So, as soon as I sort of break eye contact, that is, with most of these things, you said it was starting to become dark, right?
It starts to become more real.
It starts to become more real. But you also said, like, it was actually, like, physically, I know it's the dreaming, getting more dark. Shadows and the like.
Yeah, it's looking more like the downtown of a place. By dark, I mean, yeah, it's getting cloudy and it's starting to rain.
Alright. I think I'm gonna try and sneak out of this place. I don't like it.
Okay.
You know, generally, in the dreaming, you have to trust your gut.
So you're gonna wait a couple of hours until the businesses are shut down and everybody's heading home.
Yes.
What do you do in the meantime?
In the meantime, I'm going to actually try and do Primal 1 and try to talk to the home I'm in.
Okay.
And
yeah, you're in the dreaming. That's an automatic success.
Yeah. Can I? Oh, okay, it is.
Yeah.
That
So,
makes sense.
How you do it?
How do I do it?
Yeah.
I draw all of the little tiny props and everything. I draw them in a circle around me, and I set it up like a tea party. Because tea parties are always where gossip happens, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So it only makes sense if the toys would spill the beans when having tea.
You sit down, gathering every single item that you can, little teapots, spoons with empty cups, chocolate bars in the fridge. The walls had stickers of children as paintings. So you start taking them around them.
Right.
And some of the stickers, you can see some of the toys you have met, by the way.
Right.
Suddenly, there's nothing but silence. A soft electrical hum. Echoing through your ears. Almost as if everything was listening. What do you do?
Electrical hum.
Yeah.
Oh god. Wiretaps. But magic wiretaps.
What do you do?
Oh god. I'm presuming that I'm going to try and continue to talk to these things, but in a similar whisper and as quiet as I can so they don't hear.
What do you ask? What do you say?
What happened to those children?
We protected them. We failed them. We were their guardians. They trust us. We killed them. It wasn't our intention. We're broken. I fell on top of my child and I smothered him in his sleep. I caught fire and I killed him.
Joe, you're cutting in and out. You're speaking so quiet that the microphone is cutting in and out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I killed my children by accident. We were their guardians. We were their angels and we failed them. I'm the teddy bear that fell on top of my child as he slept, and I smothered him in his sleep. I am the action toy with little parts, and he choked on me. I am the electrical car that he wanted to take into the bathtub. I caught fire and I burned him alive with his parents. He wanted to be a superhero, so he jumped from the rooftop holding me. I saw how her relatives did horrible things to her, and I couldn't do anything. I was forced to watch. I was I beat the living crap out of his little brother. He held me by my legs and slammed me against his head over and over and over. He was playing with me and he stuck me in the electrical wires and I electrocuted him. We're all broken. We deserve forgiveness. We deserve pain. We deserve death. Kill us. Give us another chance. Please, I beg you, please forgive us. We deserve to guard them again. They deserve to die. They torture us. They loved us. They hate us. We failed. We didn't fail. It wasn't our fault. It was our fault. Because we're their guardians. We bring them innocence. And we failed. We're all broken. Please fix us. Please give us new spare parts. Either be living or dead. Either be plastic or wood. Give us new parts. Let the pain stop. Please, sir. Let the pain stop. And then you realize it. These are not the dreams of a child. These plays are the nightmares of the adults who lose their children.
I goddamn knew it!
These are heartbroken chimeras of toys who failed.
Really sad.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Damn. Got hit us like that, Joe?
When I heard about the teddy bear like talking about they should die, I'm like, oh no, aggressive toys. Toy Story were very dark.
Toy Story 3.
Toy Story.
Again.
Toy Story, rated R, coming towards a theater near you.
Just picture it. You are given one task to bring joy, to bring laughter, to make a little kid feel better, and you kill them. And what did they did with you? It was an accident, but they cast you away. It's your fault. No matter what you did, it's your fault. You fail at your only purpose in life. How do you feel about it? Do you want to die? Can you fix yourself? Can you fix it? Toys are made of little parts. They can be repaired. A child can be repaired. Right? And then they will love you. If you repair him. If you come back to him. But maybe he deserved it. Maybe he liked to twist your arms and break you. Or maybe he forgot you. Maybe he replaced you with that fucking dog. Or with that little baby brother. But you're good. You're meant to be innocent. He's meant to love you. And he tossed you aside. You're not the monster. They are. But maybe you are. Oh God, please forgive me. This is the town. The town of forgotten toys, where every single toy has killed a child by accident. Or has seen a child being horrible, going through hell and back, and not being able to do anything other than being cast aside.
Hmm.
And they want your help.
They want my help, so that they'll never be cast aside no longer. To be fixed.
Yeah, to stop feeling the pain.
To stop feeling the pain. I am going to cast Pyretics 3 and set the pile of toys on fire. With purification.
You're gonna set the town on fire?
No. The toys that spoke to me out.
No,
I'm going to set them free. They will never be thrown away ever again.
that means
They will not make a mistake anymore. They will finally be at peace and perform.
Think about it.
Totally
Think
bad.
about it. Think about it before you do this. Think about it. You have an army of stuffed animals at your side. Wouldn't that be awesome?
They don't want to be an army. They want to be fixed, and they don't want to make mistakes anymore. And I shall give them that ability. I shall give them no more mistakes any
Can't
longer.
you like make them spare parts because you're like a knocker
have.
or something?
So,
I mean,
Piratics is a wired art. So, if I better remember, you need to spend glamour.
Yep.
So,
Not if you're in the dreaming.
oh yeah, thank you. In
Yeah.
that case, just roll for the art.
Pyretics 3 prop
Yeah,
something, or?
yeah, props. By the way, you will be setting the house on fire because every single toy. This is the mentality of every single toy in this place. Every inch of this place thinks like that. Every character thinks like that. Hell, they
Of
have
course.
sex because that's what they saw. They don't understand how that gives you pleasure. They just imitate what they see.
Exactly, and I shall fix them, just like they wanted.
Yeah.
So basically, you teaching them pyrotechnics.
No, I'm curing them. Pyretics rank 3 is the purification of fire,
Yep.
and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. So, did you roll for it?
Should I use rank 2 or rank 1 of prop?
It should be rank.
What exactly I'm rolling like the 3 from the Arts of Pyretics, and do I add anything to that? Or
Roll everything in the realm and the art.
Yeah.
I
okay.
think. Roll everything in the realm.
Yeah.
Shit.
By the way, remember, you can do an unleashing if you want.
An unleashing is what?
An unleashing is basically you break the game.
I was wondering if I could like spend the temporary glamour that I gained to help them. They help me, and I shall help them.
Listen up. An unleashing is basically you use the entire power, and you can pull any effect that is necessary without any restrictions.
Oh.
Like, you can basically do effects of up to level 5 and even beyond. If it doesn't exist, you can pull it up. But the problem...
Well,
yeah?
No, go ahead.
But here's the thing. This is for... Remember this. You can do unleashings in the physical world and in the dreaming. So,
Right.
for example, let's say that you need to teleport very quickly. You can do an unleashing. If you don't get more successes than necessary, you can teleport an entire block of a building. By accident.
Right.
And scatter it all over the world. If you get less successes, it doesn't work. If you get the exact amount of successes, you do exactly what you need to do.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So, what you will need to do for the unleashing, if you want to do it, roll glamour at a difficulty of 7.
Glamour, temporary glamour, or the
Permanent.
dots?
The permanent one. You need to roll for it. Yeah.
Oh, I should also mention that as my bunk, for the ones that are actually physically broken, I'm going to repair them, and then
Okay.
I'm going to repair the ones that are physically broken, and then put them on fire. And for the ones that aren't physically broken, I'm going to let them as be.
Okay. Roll.
Sorry, just
Take your time.
roll 5d10. No, that's 4d10. Just gonna roll one more. Shit. So, no successes again?
No successes, but hold on, let me see.
Man, how did I not get a single success in over 10 dice?
Give me a second. Hold on, give me a second. You try to force the universe into your rage, but your anger is so much that you feel like a scratch growing through your back. And then you feel that just like the toys, you are useless. Sir, you earned
Yes.
your first temporal point of banality.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
What will you do, dude? Hold on, let me... You try to do that as soon as you start hearing some of the toys hitting outside of your house. Running to your house. Screaming, "What are you doing? You were supposed to fix us! You were not supposed to kill us!" As some of them are trying to fight. Some of them outside are fighting and saying that you should have killed them. As a fight starts building up outside.
I am fixing you.
What will you do?
I'll be back.
Yeah, take your time.
Cat. Cat, no. Oh, sorry. Just cat's being really annoying at the moment. Just 1 second.
Yeah, take your time.
We need her.
So, in the meantime, Rosa, Faye, what do you think about this? Other than depressing as fuck.
Yeah, It's even worse
Her
than setting them on fire.
Is it worse or
He's
is it
just
better?
making this worse.
It could be. I mean,
It's worse. This is why I said, where's Melissa when you need her? The stuffed animal expert, the toy expert, as people called
Hey,
her
you
once
know,
upon a time.
if your toy kills somebody by accident, like someone innocent, the town will grow again because a new toy will arrive.
Mm-hmm.
A baby.
okay, never mind. Go ahead and do it, Deuce. I think it's a good idea.
Can I try this again?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, you add another penalty.
I'm not going to try and. Oh God,
Unleash?
what's the word? No, I'm not going to try and unleash with hatred. Is more what I mean. I'm going to try. It was never about anger. I'm not angry at these. It's forgiveness.
Okay. Roll again.
Still 5d10, or should it be add the
5d10, but listen up. You're gonna roll 4d10, and then you're gonna roll an extra dice separately.
All right. There we go.
Okay, and roll one extra.
Oh, it's struggling. Oh my God.
As the please describe how. What will you do? How the fire will show up?
The fire does not is not stoked. The fire does not come in from up above. It begins at the heart. At the heart of all the toys that I affect, just a small ember begins, which is slowly grow.
And as it starts growing, some of them start screaming in pain, as in the flames. You can see the reflection of their worst moments, of how they kill their own children, as how the plastic starts turning to cinder. Some of them screaming, rushing towards you, begging you to stop. In their faces, you can see the eyes of the children going stale and dead, as some of them try to embrace you, as the fire starts spreading, because that extra success gave you a nightmare.
Huh.
So, do you see how at the bottom of your character sheet there's something called nightmares?
Yes.
You have one.
Yes.
Yeah.
With each one that runs up to me and looks me in the eyes, I'm going to say that I forgive them.
They're trying to fight you, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're setting it on fire. Dexterity plus athletics or brawl if you want. Because some of them are trying to charge you with knives as they're catching fire.
Dexterity and... Can I just accept it?
To be attacked?
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll, straight up stamina.
Yeah.
It's not about me running away from it. It's about standing for them.
Let's see.
Best.
One of the teddy bears rushes you with a knife as you see him full with rage, his eye dangling for a little string as the flames keep turning back and back and back into that scene where he fell on top of a sleeping baby. His knife trying to plunge into your chest as the knife just breaks against your body. He falls into the ground trying to hug himself, crying as he suddenly turns into ashes. The sky turning orange red as the
when
plastic...
he collapses upon the ground, I'm going to place the eye back to where it is, to where it belongs.
You try to place it where it belongs as the other toys are fighting each other, some of them trying to run away as the flames expand towards the town. Through the flames you can see every horrible act they have seen by accident, that they have been part of. Every murder, every torture, everything horribly that they have been part of, whatever they like it or not. As now the plastic turns inside out, almost like fingers trying to reach for the sky. Screaming faces and crying faces as the fire surrounds you, as you push the eye back into the lid. and there's nothing but darkness and the smell of fire and ashes. The sky is completely black, and the only thing around you is just the cinders of what was. The broken remains of a town made of horrors that they didn't want it to be part of. The dreaming extends into the night sky as the silver path lies under your feet. And around you there's nothing but burned figures, melting. Their ashes
And
scattering to the night sky. And you
how does
alone.
creating a chimera work?
You want to create a chimera out of them?
Just as God once created humanity from clay, I shall add water and shape from the ashes that burn them a being that shall go and keep those and shall forgive the toys that have sinned while I am gone.
Give me a second. Roll dexterity plus crafts. By the way, I haven't found the rules yet, but I'm gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna see it.
Oh wow.
Let's see.
Is
Under the ashes, as you start grabbing them, you start seeing hundreds upon thousands of small bones, tiny bones, pieces of clothing of different eras, children's clothing. As you start ripping pieces of the clothing and the ashes, turning it all inside out, turning it into a clay, moving it between your fingers as you stretch it out, give it form and purpose.
Can I purposely give up some glamour here to infuse it into this?
Dude, of course, I was gonna tell you that.
Right. How much should I spend, or is it up to me?
It's up to you.
With the 3 temporary glamour that I gained from their foods, I feel like it would be almost disrespecting them if I kept it with me. So with the glamour that they gave me, I shall once more give it to what I am giving to them.
So, tell me. You're using the bones to make a skeleton. You're using the ashes to make the flesh. You're using the food to give it food. What else do you give it?
What else do I give it?
Yeah.
Oh god, didn't I bring something in here with me? I believe I brought the fire poker with me, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
And that is the last that I shall give it. Its tool.
Okay. You already have the thesis. What's gonna be its legacy?
Its legacy. Oh god, I'm gonna have to look at this.
Yeah, don't worry.
If you want to, you can switch over to them while I go on this.
And the last thing I'm gonna ask you is, do you want to give him any of your arts?
Yeah.
What do you give him? Or her?
I give it Poetics. It's not gendered.
Okay. Roll dexterity plus Grimaire to keep building it.
It's man, I'm glad that I just sunk another point into Greymare with the experience. Okay,
dude,
that
I won't lie.
Oh.
This honestly, okay, this is gonna sound messed up, but I just realized that your story kind of started with a long time ago in a town far away, and then as the town burned, he took the bones, he took the ashes, and he started to make a new toy. For he was a toy maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You're having a couple of troubles. The figure is not perfect, but it's human enough to look like a human at a distance, but close enough to look like a perfect doll.
Alright.
Dude, go as poetic as you want. You want to give it a star for an eye, go ahead. You want to give him, dude, go. This is gonna be the avatar of toys.
The avatar of toys, and as such, it should reflect it.
or the god of toys, if you want.
It's almost cartoonish.
Okay.
It couldn't ever be mistaken as a human, except if you had some vision impairment or were looking at it from far away. It should never be even approaching you like a human looking or fey looking. After all, it is toys and it should embody it.
Okay.
It's not what I'd say limbs are too long or too stretched, but, well, its head is a bit bigger than you'd think. For most dolls have too big of a head. Its torso is a bit big compared to its limbs, sort of like the babies, like the toy babies that you can find on store shelves. Its fingers are pudgy, not meant to be used, but more to appear non-threatening. And despite it not matching together all the well, it still does not come across in any way as threatening.
Now here's the important part. How do you call it? Remember,
I call it?
Names are important. He's nameless, shapeless, formless.
Shapeless.
Even if it has a generic form, quote unquote, it doesn't have a purpose. His name, it needs a name.
And hold on, I'm looking up something really quickly. A name. I shall call it Marcus.
Marcus.
After the emperor of the Roman. He was considered to be the most forgiving of them.
Marcus. As soon as you say that name, do you give it the title of emperor?
Yeah. To pardon.
His eyes open as he takes a deep breath. He looks at you as an armor starts growing to his skin. An armor made of buttons and pieces of and raggedy pieces. The poker becomes a sword, which he will pardon with, as he looks around him, saying, "What is this place? Are you my father?"
I am not your father. I may be your creator, but you should not look up to me. You are in the area of dreams. You are my forgiveness.
I see. What is this kingdom of ashes and sorrow?
Like you said, this kingdom, this city, this place used to be terrible. But it was trying to redeem, but it could never redeem itself. And so I forgave it.
I see. And who are my subjects, if not plastic and pain, twisted and bone?
That is what you will have to live with. You will have to live with the pain and the plastic. But from that, you must realize to forgive. And forgive me for creating you.
I will forgive you because it's my purpose. But with that, I give you a curse, Father. There is a child who's crying. He wants to feel an embrace that he cannot touch. He wants to feel the love, but his love is cold as iron. He is the dream child, stolen from his mother, hidden among the stones, right under a rock. His mother slowly crying for a mother that is gone and a father he is missing. the true father of the child. He wants to die. He's a ragdoll floating in the winds. You will find this child when it's too late. Go, father, for that's my curse. This kingdom will be a kingdom of forgiveness, for I will never be able to forgive myself for forgiving you.
I understand. And with that note, I've decided on its legacies, which is Pandora and Paladin. Paladin for its mission to forgive, and Pandora for the endless curiosity of children.
Okay. And you created a kingdom! Holy shit, I wasn't expecting that, dude.
Yeah.
Guys, about the rest of you. It's getting a little bit late for me, but the next game, if that's okay with you, I'm gonna focus on them. Okay?
Yep. Go ahead with it.
As for the rest of you, I'm gonna give you 2 experience points each. Deuce, if you want, after the game, we can make you the character sheet for him.
Alright.
Alright? But yeah, in my games now, he's gonna be a landmark. He's the god of toys.
Alright.
It's gonna be creepy. He can communicate through toys in the physical world.
Oh, wow.
Like, hell, at some point, like, for example, Rosa, your plush can look at him and go, "Father, we need to talk."
I'm gonna look down like, dude.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. I have to share something in the stream. Like to break a little bit the mood. Has anybody seen the Amazing World of Gumball?
I have seen it, but I'm pretty sure that I have not. Like,
Okay, do me a solid. And okay, hold on. I'm gonna post something here in the chat. Give me 1 second. I just watch this clip. It's very short.
Should we start at like 0 or should we start
No,
at like
from-
the 45 seconds?
From the 45 seconds.
Alright.
You're my best friend, Daisy.
I'm just gonna play clips of cute animals.
I'm sorry, not sorry. But yeah, so that way, so now you're both chasing the same target, but one is going to the dreaming and the other ones are going to the physical world.
Yep.
But yeah,
Seeing her stuffed animals speak is nothing new. She's gonna be confused if she hears father out of that voice.
yeah.
Like, I understand that my brother created you, but he's nowhere around.
Yeah. Anyways,
Man, y'all ever
Father.
for the viewers at home, we're gonna call a night for now. So catch you next Friday. Wednesday is gonna be Cyberpunk if anybody is down for it. But yeah, sorry I didn't do too much. I really wanted to try to freak this guy out. But the next game for you guys is gonna be more investigative. You might get your first official fight.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you can increase some stats, do it.
Okay.
Okay? So for the viewers at home, take care, good night, and good gaming, and see you soon. And be excellent.